Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Monday, December the 22nd, 2014, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Funeral services for Charlene Trotter, 80, of Muleshoe, the wife of Raymond Trotter, will be held at 2 Monday afternoon in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, with her pastor, the Reverend Mindy McLanahan, officiating. Bear will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. You can send condolences to the Trotter family at elliesfuneralhomes.com. Charlene died on Friday early in the morning here at the Parkview Nursing Care Center under hospice care. She had more recently had a stroke. She was born October 31st, 1934, out of Littlefield at the home of her maternal grandparents, and she was the daughter of Henry and Ruth Phillips Bass, who later moved to Muleshoe, and she was reared out in the Needmore community and went to Muleshoe High School, and then the family moved to Greenwood, Arkansas, where she graduated from high school, and she married Roy Lee Farley there on July the 1st, 1952. He preceded her in death in 1988. She married Raymond Trotter here in Muleshoe October 15, 1988. Charlene was a long time resident of the Muleshoe area and also Lasbuddy community. She was a bookkeeper and taught the AARP 55 Alive driving course for senior citizens as a volunteer for many years here. She also was a member of the Monday morning women's Bible study at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. She enjoyed very much spending time at the Senior Citizen Center, crocheting, making quilts, and also traveling. She was a member of the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she was very faithful. Charlene Trotter was preceded in death by her first husband, Roy Farley, her parents, Mrs. Henry Bass, all of Muleshoe, and a stepdaughter, Rhonda Kitchens, also of Muleshoe. Survivors are her husband, Raymond, of the home here, her son and his wife, and her 2 daughters, Lee Ann Gallman and her husband, David, of Muleshoe, Susan Kirby and her husband, A.L. of Bovina. Scotty Farley and his wife Darla live in Clovis. One sister, Jonelle Wilkerson of Clovis. 2 brothers, Gerald Bass of Bloomfield, New Mexico, and Terry Bass of Aurora, Colorado. Her grandchildren and great-grandchildren are Todd and Brenna Shipman, John and Shelley Madrid, and their son, Dane. Also, Blaine, Braden, Tate, and Taylor Shipman, Jason and Nikki Kirby, Caden, Mason, and Ryan, Tyson and R.J. Kirby, and Ashton, Josh Kirby, Skylar and Aaron Nitsch and Brighton, Dylan Gallman, 2 stepsons, Russell Trotter of Cypress, Texas, and Reginald Trotter of Cypress also, a stepdaughter, Regina Barrett of Muleshoe, and numerous step, grand, and great-grandchildren. Please remember all of this family in your prayers. The family of Charlene Trotter asked that memorials be sent to the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center here in Muleshoe, Box 292, and our zip code is 79347. And repeating, Charlene Trotter was 80 when she died at the Parkview Nursing Care Center on Friday morning early. and the funeral services will be held at 2 Monday afternoon in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she was a very faithful member, with her pastor, the Reverend Mindy McClanahan, officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Dolores R. Gear, 84, of Amarillo, the mother of Joe Gear of Muleshoe, died Thursday. The memorial service will be Monday afternoon in Boxwell Brothers Ivy Chapel in Amarillo, with Sherman Eastland officiating, under the direction of Boxwell Brothers funeral directors. Mrs. Gear was born February 8, 1930 in Texaco to A.C. and Clara Green. She graduated from Texaco High School, where she played varsity basketball. She went to work as a registered nurse after graduating from Amarillo College and Northwest Nursing School there. She was a member of the Women's Auxiliary of the VFW. Although not a veteran herself, she supported her husband during his 24 years of service in the Navy. She was an active member in the prayer room and benevolent services of the church at Quail Creek. Mrs. Gear lived at the Claremont the last 3 years of her life and was active with the Veterans Wall as librarian. She was preceded in death by her husband, Fred. Survivors are her son, Joe Gear, and his wife, Gayla of Muleshoe, and a daughter, Lawana Sue Gear Dooley of Amarillo. Also 3 grandchildren, Twyla Paulskin and her husband, James, Tyrell Gear and his wife, Courtney, and Harley Joseph Dooley and his wife, Kate. And there are also 6 great-grandchildren, Lane, Cody, Cole, Rachel, Sean, and Michaela. The family asks that memorials in memory of Mrs. Gear be sent to Wounded Warriors Project, Box 758-517 in Topeka, Kansas, zip code 66675. Please remember all of the family of Dolores Gear, 84, of Amarillo, the mother of Joe Gear of Muleshoe, who died Thursday. The memorial service is being held Monday afternoon in Amarillo at Boxwell Brothers Ivy Chapel.
Funeral service for Filiberto Derma Jr., 24, of Lasbuddy, is scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning, Monday, December the 22nd, at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church here in Muleshoe, with Father Leo officiating. Rosary was held on Sunday. Burial will be in the Lasbuddy Cemetery. Filiberto died on December the 17th, Wednesday, in Lubbock. He was born March the 18th, 1990, in Lubbock, to Filiberto and Maria del Carmen Galvez Derma. Filiberto was a lifelong member of the Lasbuddy community. He was preceded in death by his father, Filiberto. He is survived by his mother, Maria del Carmen Nunez of Lasbuddy, 2 sisters, Erica Nunez and her husband, Gustavo of Muleshoe, Fabiola Nunez of Lasbuddy, and his grandmother, Juana Galvez of Lasbuddy, and a brother, Alfredo Chavira of Lasbuddy. Memorials and online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, funeral service for Filiberto Derma Jr., 24, of Lasbuddy, is scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning, Monday morning, December the 22nd, at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church here in Muleshoe. Please keep the Derma family on your prayer list today. Graveside funeral service for Michael Burrison, 66, of Muleshoe, was held on Friday, December the 19th, at 2:30 in the afternoon at the Bailey County Cemetery. Michael died on Thursday in Lubbock. He was born January the 31st, 1948, in Muleshoe, to Bruce and Mildred Adams Burrison. He is survived by 2 sons, Timothy Burrison and Robert Burrison, a daughter, Stephanie Burrison, a sister, Kay Taylor of Muleshoe, and a brother, Stanley Burrison of Lubbock. Memorials and online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, graveside funeral service for Michael Burrison, 66, of Muleshoe, was held Friday afternoon, December the 19th, at the Bailey County Cemetery. Please keep the Burrison family on your prayer list today. He was the brother of Kay Taylor of Muleshoe. Please keep that family on your prayer list today. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. First, a message from our sponsor, faster internet speeds at the same price. If you've noticed that your internet is faster than before, there's a reason, as 5 Area has increased speeds without increasing the price. If you were at 384K, you now have 768K. 1 meg is now 2 meg, and 3 meg is now 4 meg. If you're in town on the fiber network, there are higher upload speeds available to you now as well. Call 5 Area for more information. 806-272-5533. Some restrictions apply due to location. That's faster internet speeds at the same price through 5 Area Telephone. We do have a cold front that's going to move through the Muleshoe area today, bringing cooler, breezier conditions and chances of precipitation later on this evening. The dry cold front pushes south this morning ahead of a 15 to 20 mile per hour northerly winds. Rain will develop before midnight and change over to snow from north to south on the Caprock. Snow up to 1 inch is most likely northwest of Lubbock, so we might get up to an inch of snow here in the Muleshoe area. Chance of precipitation tonight is 70%. Our low should be 28 tonight. The high today is around 55 degrees. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with the high only around 39 degrees, so a lot colder tomorrow on Tuesday. And it will be windy as well. Winds could gust up to 40 miles per hour out of the north on Tuesday during the day. Mostly clear Tuesday night, low around 22 degrees. Northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Sunny with the high near 50 degrees, so it's going to warm back up on Wednesday. Christmas Eve, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming west-southwest later Wednesday afternoon. Mostly clear Wednesday night, low around 29. Christmas Eve night, west-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Then on Christmas Day, mostly sunny, high near 63 degrees, west-southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Christmas night, partly cloudy, low around 29, west winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunny Friday, high near 46, mostly cloudy, or mostly clear Friday night, low around 21. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications presents to you this weather forecast. And don't forget, the cold front will move through the Muleshoe area, bring breezy conditions, and then rain chances before midnight, and then snow chances after midnight. Chance of precipitation is 70% tonight, and new snow accumulation of around an inch is possible overnight here for the Muleshoe area.
Mrs. Barbara Milburn of Muleshoe has a new great-grandson, born Friday night to her grandson and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Oliver, who live between Spring Lake and Olton. And the little boy was born in Lubbock and weighed 7 pounds and 9 ounces. His name is Barrett Mack Oliver, and his grandparents are Steve and Jenny Oliver of Olton, formerly of Muleshoe, and Tim and Tracy Woodall of Clovis. Congratulations to all of the family of Master Barrett Mack Oliver, who will go home on Christmas week with his parents, Jennifer and Martin Oliver, out in the Spring Lake Olton area. They live between those two towns. Boy, that is a Christmas gift indeed from heaven. The reason he's named Mac is because of his grandfather, Steve Oliver's grandparents were the McAdams, who lived here in Muleshoe many, many years ago. We're taking your nominations all day today for Mrs. Santa, and you can call right now, 806-272-3990, to nominate the lady you think would be our perfect Mrs. Santa here on Channel 6. And we so far have nominations of Sylvia Castorina, Nelda Merritt, and Pat Young. We will be taking your nominations all day today here at Channel 6 for Mrs. Santa, and all you have to do is call us here. Now, also, tomorrow, all day long, we will be taking your votes. It's one vote per listener. And then on Christmas Eve morning, we'll announce who you have elected as our Mrs. Santa for 2014. This is sponsored by Dale Oil Company, Lasting Impressions, J.W. Anderson and Associates, 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, H&R Block, Lowe's Marketplace, McDonald's and Muleshoe, Farmers Insurance Group and Julie DeBruin, Evolve, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Randall Field CPA Firm, Precure Electric, the Muleshoe State Bank, Muleshoe Valley Incorporated, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe Animal Clinic, Muleshoe Vet Supply, and Muleshoe Animal Lab. MB Express, Lee Al's Tortilla Factory, K&K Pharmacy, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, Hereford Feed Ingredients, and Dale Oil Company. And you may call right now, 272-3990 here at Channel 6 to nominate the lady you think would be a perfect Mrs. Santa, just so she has never been elected as Mrs. Santa. So far, the nominees are Nelda Merritt, Sylvia Castorina, and Pat Young. And also on Tuesday, we will vote all day long. You vote by calling 272-3990 at Channel 6, and that will be on Tuesday. We'll be back with more Muletrain news, and we'll be telling you about muleshoe ties that run deep in the state of Texas in football championships.
The other day I was going through some of my mother's handwritten recipes, and it occurred to me, with all the email and text messaging, it is refreshing to read something handwritten, especially a family recipe from Mom. Hello, I'm Victor Leal, owner of Leal's Mexican Restaurant. As I see it, since 1957, my mom's personal signature has been placed on each delicious plate. Whether you order our perfectly seasoned enchiladas or simply prefer our Leal's tortilla chips and great tasting salsa, maybe it's our juicy, generous portion of beef or chicken fajitas. Whatever you like on your plate, you will enjoy one of many Leal's family recipes. As a son, I promised my mom to keep our family recipes cooking in our kitchen. And as a restaurant owner, I promise you, our guest, we'll serve our plates fresh and full of flavor. Come see us. We're just off I-40 in Georgia. Leal's, home to my mom's special family recipes and more since 1957.
And, of course, the original Leal's is right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard, where they'll be closed on Christmas Eve, Wednesday, and Christmas Day on Thursday and reopen on Friday at Leal's Mexican Food Restaurant, the original since 1957, 1010 West American Boulevard. Make sure to go by and see their beautifully new remodeled interior at Leal's. The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515. Phil, Ken, and all his employees and staff wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The First Bank here in Muleshoe is member FDIC. You're invited to a holiday Christmas open house today going on at Edward Jones, 104 West 2nd Street, right here in Muleshoe. They'll have cookies, punch, holiday treats, and more with Stephen DeMint, the financial advisor with Edward Jones here in Muleshoe, and Dana Rempe, the branch office administrator, going on today, Monday, December the 22nd, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Their holiday open house at Edward Jones, 104 West 2nd Street, right here in Muleshoe, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Williams General Store, where make sure to go by their Facebook page, facebook.com/Williams General Store, and get their coupon. It's 20% off any one regularly non-sale item, excluding their benches. That's good today, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday until Christmas Eve. They'll close early on Wednesday, Christmas Eve at 2 p.m., and they won't open back up until December the 29th. At Williams General Store, get 20% off coupon now on their Facebook page, facebook.com/Williams General Store. It's good today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They'll close early on Christmas Eve at 2 p.m. And Don and Roger wish the entire Muleshoe area Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
One of the lovely Christmas traditions in Muleshoe is the Christmas Eve service at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, which will be held this Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock at the First United Methodist Church at 507 West 2nd. The Reverend Mindy McClanahan and all the members of the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe invite you to join them for this wonderful Christmas tradition. It is a candlelight service, and there will be open communion for everyone, and you are welcome. There will also be Christmas carols and also a devotion. One of the lovely Christmas traditions in Muleshoe is the Christmas Eve service this Wednesday evening at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, 507 West 2nd at 6 o'clock, and you are invited. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center on Monday for lunch, they're serving baked chicken with mushroom sauce, pinto beans, green beans, tossed vegetable salad, dressing, cantaloupe, and your choice of drink. Tuesday, homestyle lasagna, garlic bread, Brussels sprouts, pears, and also your choice of drink. Wednesday, chicken fried steak, brown gravy, scalloped potatoes, tossed vegetable salad, dressing, green peas, fruit salad, and your drink. They will be closed only on Christmas Day and the day after, this Thursday and Friday, here at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, Ron Holes says. Congratulations to Tim Shipman and his six-man Fredericksburg Heritage football team. They are state champions in Texas and TAP six-man Division III. They won their game at Bulldog Field in Zephyr, Texas, over Trinity. Fredericksburg Heritage football team 46 and Trinity School 16. And their coach, Tim Shipman, was reared in Muleshoe, is a Muleshoe High School graduate, and the son of Gary and Sherry Shipman of Muleshoe, and the brother of Todd and Sean Shipman and Mandy Coors. Congratulations to you, Tim Shipman, and your Fredericksburg Heritage football team for winning the state championship in Texas and TAP six-man Division III. Isn't that great? And you know, we have more good news from the Canadian Wildcats. Another farmer resident's grandson has been named the most valuable player for the Canadian Wildcat team in their state championship game in 2A Division I title that they won at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington last Thursday. Tanner Schaefer was named the most valuable player, and his grandmother grew up here in Muleshoe, the former Jan Wilson. And he is the great-nephew of Patricia and Stanley Wilson, and James and Diane Brown, and Marilyn Nichols, all of Muleshoe, and Pete and Marita Thomas of Enoch's. and he is the quarterback and free safety for Canadian Wildcat State Championship team. Most valuable player, Tanner Schaefer. Also, on that same state championship team, his teammate is Cameron Copley. And Cameron is the grandson of Don Copley of Muleshoe and the nephew of Travis Copley of Muleshoe. And Cameron Copley is wide receiver and defensive back for Canadian. Isn't that tremendous? And also, he helped turn that game around for Canadian. Cameron Copley is only a sophomore, the son of Andy Copley, formerly of Muleshoe, and he turned that game around by recovering in the third quarter a fumble. At halftime, the score was Canadian 14 and Mason 7. And Canadian went on after that fumble recovered by Cameron Copley. And Canadian beat Mason 34-7 and won their third state title and ended their season 15-0. So Cameron Copley, a sophomore, will be back for Canadian next year, and Tanner Schaefer, who is the grandson of the farmer Jan Wilson, is just a junior and will be back for Canadian next year. Congratulations to all those Muleshoe ties in that Canadian and also Fredericksburg Heritage win in the state. Jerry Bruton was named over the weekend as the Fireman of the Year for the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department at their annual Fire Department Christmas party that Santa heard about and came and visited all the children. Congratulations to Jerry Bruton, Muleshoe Volunteer Fireman of the Year. And we will have a picture up of Jerry Bruton on the air and online both. Don't forget to nominate the lady you think would be the perfect Mrs. Santa. Call 806-272-3990 on Monday, and then be sure and vote on Tuesday. At the Muleshoe Area Public Library, they are showing at 2 on Monday afternoon for junior high, high school, and adults, the movie Ring the Bell. It is free of charge to all junior high, high school, and adults at the Muleshoe Area Public Library Monday afternoon at 2. Then Tuesday morning, The Happy Elf will be shown free at the library at 10:30. And then on Tuesday afternoon, they'll show the movie The Little Red Wagon. And on Tuesday morning, Dillman and DeShazo Elementary School students and their parents are certainly invited on Tuesday morning at 10:30 and see The Happy Elf. On Monday morning, they showed The Toy That Saved Christmas at 10:30. In our bargain basement, we have for sale a twin-size futon bed. Call 806-272-4659. That is for sale, a futon twin-size bed. Call 806-272-4659. Frankie Carpenter has found a small dog. It's been in her home now for almost 2 weeks. It is very, very cute and belongs to someone. It has an orange collar. It probably is a wire-haired terrier. It's brown and black, and it's at 322 East Chicago. Call Frankie Carpenter if this is your dog at 806-946-8178. Brown and black, probably a wire-haired terrier, very cute, small dog, about the size of a chihuahua. We have just been informed that Jean Harlan of Lubbock, formerly a longtime resident of Muleshoe, died very suddenly and unexpected on Sunday night. Please remember all of the family of Jean Harlan. Of course, she is the wife of Sam Harlan, who grew up here in the Muleshoe-Lasbody area and farmed, was on our school board. And Jean and Sam Harlan were very active in our community. They reared all three of their children. They had twin daughters and a son, Barrick Harlan. And also, Jean Harlan was the sister-in-law of Connie Kenmore of Muleshoe. Please remember the Harlan family in your prayers. And repeating, Jean Harlan of Lubbock, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, very suddenly and unexpectedly died Sunday night. We'll be back with more Muletrain news.
MB Express is open in their second location, and they have opened up and are in business now in Sudan at 704 East Highway 84. You can call them in Sudan, 806-227-2326. They're here in Muleshoe at 328 Main Street. They're at 806-272-3176. They're open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. And now they're open in their second location, one in Sudan, 704 East Highway 84, 806-227-2326. And the Ramirez family says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone in the Muleshoe area. Don't forget that K&K Pharmacy continues on with their 12 Days of Christmas sale here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard. K&K Pharmacy, where you can get 20% off today on Monday, December 22nd, compounding pharmacy hand lotions and chapsticks. On Tuesday, December 23rd, you can get 20% off in creditware products, and that's the end of their 12 Days of Christmas sale. Again, 20% off today, K&K Compounding Pharmacy hand lotions and chapsticks, and tomorrow on Tuesday, December 23rd, in creditware products. For one day only, get 20% off the next 2 days. And don't forget about their Angel Tree at K&K Pharmacy. All donations go to the Meals on Wheels program, and for every $10 that they collect on their Angel Tree, they'll match it from K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, where Kay and Christine and all their employees wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Get 15% off store-wide now on all their non-sale items at The Closet here in Muleshoe, 230 South Main Street. Sabina Schilling at The Closet. They have great stocking stuffers like cell phone bags, scarves, lots of new jewelry like earrings as well, fleece-lined leggings, and more. New shipment of Lola Blue purses, and get 75% off on their sale racks at The Closet, 230 South Main Street, 15% off store-wide through Christmas Eve.
We have a very long list that should be on our prayer list at this Christmas season of the year. There's so much sadness in our area and our community as well. The family of Domingo Ramos, whose funeral was held on December the 18th. Also, the family of Wilma Lee Eubanks, whose funeral was held Friday afternoon in Earth. 20-year-old Zachary Smith's family needs to remain in our prayers. His grandfather here in Muleshoe is Mike Pugh. Joanne Rimpey, she is in the Carillon, and she is in Lubbock and needs to be in our prayers, a former resident of Muleshoe for many years. Also, Lyndon Huckabee of Winters, formerly of Muleshoe, in Scott and White Hospital in Temple with cancer, and his wife Linda Huckabee had cancer last year. Jerry Savuto in remission at her home in McKinney with cancer, and she formerly lived here. Samantha Reyna of Muleshoe. This young lady is recuperating from injuries she received just over a week ago in a wreck on U.S. Highway 84 west of Muleshoe. Samantha Reyna. Maureen Hooton, Hannah Simmons, Jim Carpenter, who's been suffering from pneumonia, Jane Reeder. Please remember Jack Reynolds. He is really suffering with his COPD right now. Mina Gillian, who has been moved to the rehab floor at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock, suffering from a stroke, and Judy Lambert, also suffering from a stroke, and she is in Crown Point in Lubbock. Bo Birdwell, this little boy, has cancer. Laverne Smire, Alma Burton, Gwen Gulker, Leona Harris, Leela Sue King, G.R. Laster, Augustine Martinez, who has cancer, Lornette Mason, Adrian and Mary Metter, J.C. Joy Nichols and her family, Eugene and Mildred Redwine, Everett Reeder, Mary Jo Burge, Mary Ellen Robertson, Maxine and Clinton Rogers, Dorothy and Grady Sorley of Bovina, Glenn Watkins in Plainview, all of our residents at our Parkview Nursing Care Center, and the staff and the nurses and our doctors in our community, our law enforcement, and also remember all of the patients in our Muleshoe Area Medical Center too. The family of Raymond Gonzalez of Hollywood, Florida, formerly of Muleshoe. He is survived by Selena Graves and Sergio Gonzalez, who were reared here. Marlene McDonald of Lasbuddy, who is recuperating from back surgery and complications, and Lynn Campbell, also recuperating from back surgery, and Jerry Flowers, who is having back problems. The family of Epifanio Hernandez, 87, of Muleshoe, whose funeral was December the 15th. The family of Twyla Farrell Bryan of Dallas, 86 years of age, also remains in our prayers, and a former resident, Marquita Adamson of Amarillo. Kayla Hamilton of Earth, recuperating from surgery on her foot. Jana Brown Finke, daughter of Diane and James Brown of Muleshoe, who certainly needs to be in our prayers. She has cancer. She's a young mother. And Steve Benton in Heart Hospital in Lubbock, his wife Paula, and all of their family, and the family of Alta Dupay, and especially her husband Doug here in Muleshoe. Don't forget that we are taking your nominations on Monday for Mrs. Santa. Call 806-272-3990. On Tuesday all day, you can vote for Mrs. Santa, one vote per person, by calling Channel 6. And on Christmas Eve morning, we'll announce who you have elected as our annual Mrs. Santa. It's about time for Rudolph to get up here, and we need to get out. Andalay, Monkey Paw, and Dixon and Vixen, Donder and Blitzen, Isla Ann, Julia Gray, Olay.
Clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along.
The Swing Bed program is available now right here in Muleshoe at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who's no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. It's for rehab following major surgery such as knee or hip replacement, diabetes, cancer, CHF, stroke recovery, pain management, amputations, traumatic injuries, wound care, and more. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center. You can call today for more information about the Swing Bed program, 806-272-4524. Find out right here in Muleshoe how the Affordable Care Act will impact your tax refund at H&R Block here in Muleshoe on Thursday, January the 8th from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. See Kay Wiseman or any of her employees. No appointment is necessary, and there's no charge for this. Come in and speak to tax experts who will help you understand if and how the Affordable Care Act could impact your taxes. Here in Muleshoe, Thursday, January the 8th, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. at H&R Block here in Muleshoe, 104 East Avenue C. Call 806-272-3332. And Kay Wiseman and all of her employees say have a Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in the coming 2015. You're invited to the St. Clement Anglican Church's Christmas Eve service on Wednesday, Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. with Father Sergio Leal. And he says everyone is welcome to their Christmas Eve service at St. Clement Anglican, 7 p.m. Wednesday evening. We do have a new nominee for our Mrs. Santa contest. It's Barbara Berry. So she joins Sylvia Castorina, Nelda Merritt, and Pat Young. That's Barbara Berry.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Books about soldiers. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And The Sounds of Texas are brought to you right here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They are celebrating 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. And the board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoy The Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Dr. Julian Haber of Fort Worth is a retired pediatrician who writes books about Jews who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Tiva Rubin served in Korea and was awarded a Medal of Honor.
He didn't get a Medal of Honor until recently because the people behind him, particularly his sergeant and his lieutenant, hated Jews so much that the papers never went through. And he was all given every dangerous assignment there was, almost suicide assignments, till the end of the Korean War.
During World War II, David Lusky of Fort Worth served as a chaplain's assistant. The chaplain was a rabbi. David was a popular guy among the soldiers. He wore cowboy boots.
He also had a sergeant who hated Jews. And we keep calling him Jew boy and this and that or whatever was basically anti-Semitic and gave him all sorts of terrible chores to do. He became very close friends with the rabbi, and the rabbi was eventually transferred to Japan. And David was then asked by the rabbi to come to Japan as his assistant. The sergeant who gave him so much trouble comes and says, "Hey, Jew boy, you ain't going nowhere." And David looks at him straight in the eye and says, "Sergeant, my orders are from a chaplain and a major. He outranks you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it." And goes to Japan and winds up that his roommate was going to be the future mayor of Fort Worth. Bernard, I believe his last name was Freeman.
Alan Kloxman was a pilot toward the end of World War II. His main job was ferrying personnel between Corpus Christi and Panama.
The last week of the war, an admiral gets on board to get ferry from Panama to Corpus Christi, Texas, and unbeknownst to Alan and their crew, he takes out all their ordnance and puts on briefcases, puts on luggage, puts on maracas, puts on grass skirts, and so on. Finally, after all this time, they see a German sub out in the open. And they go down to bomb this German sub, and he yells, "Bombs away." The sub starts to dive. I wish I could have been or fly on the wall of that sub and hear that commander. All of a sudden, they get hit with luggage, grass skirts, flutes, and maracas.
Dr. Julian Haber of Fort Worth has written 8 books. They include mysteries, poetry, and books on the military. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.
It is time now for the market report brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones right here in Muleshoe in his offices at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102, and you're invited to come to their holiday open house today on Monday, December 22nd from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at 104 West 2nd Street. See Stephen DeMint, financial advisor, also branch office administrator Dan Arempi says you're invited to their Christmas holiday open house today here in Muleshoe, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. Monday, December the 22nd at 104 West 2nd Street. Cookies, punch, and holiday treats will be provided. And the market report was recorded this Monday, December 22nd at 11:50 a.m. U.S. stocks are higher in early trading. following the biggest three-day rally since 2011 amid investor optimism that the Federal Reserve will continue to support the economy. Pairing some of the gains is a report released today that showed existing home sales fell 6.1% in November. In corporate news, shares of Gilead Sciences are sharply lower after Express Scripts, a top pharmacy benefit manager, announced it is excluding Gilead's hepatitis C drug for an estimated 28% of its customers. U.S. bonds are trading lower. So far this morning, the S&P 500, the best performing sector is technology. The worst performing sector is healthcare. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 77.28 to 17,882.08. The S&P 500 index is up 0.88 to 2,071.53. The Nasdaq Composite Index is up 0.34 to 4,765.72. This morning volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate with 205.12 million shares traded. Advancers and decliners are evenly matched on the day. In the commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $10.90 to $1,185.45. The spot price of silver is down 40 cents to $15.69. And crude oil prices are down $1.30 to $55.83. In the bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.78%. And the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.18%. Some stocks of area interest: Sprint Corporation is up 0.03 to 4.16. General Electric Company is down 0.01 to 25.61. Bank of America Corporation is up 0.04 to 17.66. Halliburton Company is down 0.76 to 39.73. Oracle Corporation is down 0.21 to 45.79. And AT&T Incorporated is up 0.11 to 33.65. The market report has been brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102 and come and see Stephen along with branch office administrator Dana Rempe. Today they're having their Christmas open house on Monday, December 22nd, going on now until 3 p.m. That's 104 West 2nd Street right here in Muleshoe.